Alright, this is a video on Raven. This is the first time I'm going to teach her hide and seek with food. I've got my treats here. And she's motivated. She can smell I have food. Girl, your nose is all messed up. So I also have the speaker box out. So that's because what I'm gonna have to do with her is back tie her, and so you're gonna have an opportunity to see how I can use my e-collar to help reinforce the place command. So it's gonna be kind of a two-part video, one on scent work and one on back tying on place. So to start this activity, I'm gonna put her on her place board. Wait, good girl. I've got my back tie set up here. And how we set up these back ties is that if they try to get off at any angle, whether it's on this side of the place board, that side, or this side, they can't break. Which I can already tell that this leash is not short enough. She could easily get off on this side. So I'm going to tie an extra little knot. Here, this is pretty ridiculous. Maybe I won't. That helps. It's not the end of the world. We will just do what we can. Alright, but wait, there you go. So she's trying to break. I'm going to add 3 forms of pressure. The leash creates its own pressure. The e-collar is another form of pressure. And I hold that on until they get off their leash. And then my body is a form of pressure. That's facial pressure. So all 3 are turning on at the same time, and all 3 will turn off at the same time. And that's going to help contextualize with Raven that place means stay. Your dachshunds are extremely defiant in stays. They have taught themselves that we don't stay for things. That's not going to happen. So both of your dachshunds are going to need this at home. I guarantee they're going to absolutely need it at home because they're probably going to try all the things they have tried on me at home. Alright, so we're going to put her on place. I've got a treat in my hand and I'm going to go hide it. This is the first time she's ever done this, so I'm just going to start with something real simple, just right across the way here. Nothing big. And when I go and hide the treat, once they learn the activity, I'm going to start acting like I'm hiding it everywhere, right? So I might fake it, fake it, fake it, fake it, fake it, fake it, put the treat here, fake it, fake it, fake it, fake it, because dogs are smart enough to know that if you walk to one location and put a treat down and then walk back to get them, they're going to know exactly where that treat is. So I will fake them out. Right now I'm just trying to get her to understand the concept. So the treat's over there. Good job staying, girl. I'm going to take this back tie off. And when I'm doing that, I'm going to be ready to block her if she tries to get off. She's on place. I'm going to wait for eye contact. And I say, find it, girl. Hey, I forgot to show her the snow. See that snow? Go find it. Let's find it. She's on it. She can smell it. Good girl, Raven. You are so smart. Good job, sweetheart. Let's go. Good girl. You were just the cutest little puppy. And then we're gonna do it again. See if she tries to break place now. She's so stinking cute. I'm gonna bring my dogs out in a second. As long as they don't come up and bug us. She's still super. Okay. Alright, now I'm gonna hide it somewhere else. Probably still in this same pile of rocks, but now I'm gonna fake around a little bit and hide it in a little, just a hair more difficult spot. I'm gonna hide it right there. It's kind of behind a rock. So just to see if she's got such a good nose, we might be able to move by fast on this activity. This could be very fulfilling for dachshunds because they usually want to smell around the rat things, and so I feel like this is the closest to what we're going to get in terms of fulfilling their nature. Wait for eye contact? Let's find it. Find it. Where is it? Huh? Find it. I'm just trying to guide her and help her. Good job. Good girl, Raven. Good job. Wow. So Sue, not super complicated place, but she still needed some direction, which is why I'm starting at a very easy level right now. I'm not going to have time to probably go over this activity at the go home, so I want to make sure you know how to start the activity. As they progress, we can really start to add very challenging things. So like I could even see with your dachshunds, they're so food motivated and they've got such fantastic noses on them. I could even see burying food and they have to dig for it. And you might want to designate a spot in your yard for that because you might not want them learning to dig. So if they just have a certain spot that this is where it goes on, or even doing it outside your property. But I could see them getting to that point. They're constantly trying to smell everything, which is part of the breed and part of a dog's nature. So we're really gonna hone in on that side of who they are. So Leah's about to bring her dogs out. Again, another downfall of my facility. I'm constantly overlapping everyone. Raven is pretty nervous about the sight of new dogs, so I'm gonna get her ready to respond to that properly. But in scent work, you know, we're gonna be doing these things on your property. Let's go. Good. Good job, Raven. And if we just sit there and hide treats and let them find it, hide treats and let them find it over and over and over again, eventually your yard is going to represent a treat dispenser. Sit, come. Raven. Yes. I forgot to tell you guys. Here. That Raven was on a 4. Oh my gosh. You poor dogs.
They're warm now.
They're in full-out pajama suits. Sue would love it. Right, Sue? You want full, maybe even booty pajamas for your dachshunds? Like little long sleeves and legs. Wouldn't that be cute? That's what Leah's dogs are in right now. Good girl. You are just an amazing animal. So, because I don't want your yard to be a treat dispenser, or my yard, or any yard, I want to make sure that I'm breaking this activity up into segments for them to understand that there's an on and an off switch, right? So I will tell you when to find it, and otherwise we're in pack drive. So I usually do 2 finds, and then I walk them around my yard. Let's go. With Raven, when she starts to sniff, I'm going to turn left into her. Let's go. To pull her nose up off the ground. Let's go. Because when their nose hits the ground, you know, that could be an indication that they're searching for the food. So I kind of want to try to make sure when they are following me around the yard, they're not searching for something. And you know, I might do that for 1-2 minutes. Just get the dog calm back down. And then I'm going to put him back on place. You are and then I'm going to hide it again. So I just repeat repeat on and off like that, and it's just kind of like the game with Tess, where when I'm done with the activity, I need to make sure that I'm either doing an extended play session where they're just chill and not worried about the find it aspect, or where I walk them around my yard and create that off switch that says we're in pack drive now and we're no longer searching for the treat. Either way, I need to make sure there's an off switch at the end of the session to ensure my yard is not a treat dispenser. And I don't know if I said this, but Raven is on a 4, and when she saw Blue and when she saw Leah's dog, she went up to a 6, and then she went back down to a 4 once they left the yard. So just to kind of give you a range of her numbers, they're very low, but they do change. So it's not always a 4. Sometimes it's a 3, sometimes it's a 6. I've even had to go up to an 11, but it's a small range. All right, so I'm gonna hide the treat again. I'm faking it. I put it right here. I keep telling you guys you gotta present the smell. Keep forgetting about that step. I think I'm a little tired. Find it. Find it, girl. Find it. Find it. Good job, you're doing good. That's what I want. I want you to look for it. Go ahead. Find it. Find it. Good girl. So she's having a bit of a hard time grasping the concept. Place. My guess is Buzz will probably get this like second time, like second find. But you know, again, we kind of have to give Raven a little bit of a Joe free card because when she sees stimulus, it really shakes her up inside. So it could have been the sight of Leah and her dogs that may have created, oh, I forgot we're even doing this activity. She's nervous about it. So that could be the reason why. I'm going to present the treat this time and see if that helps. Place. Just put it somewhere simple again. I'm probably going to end on this one. Actually, we've only been going for 13 minutes. I might do another round. We will see. Find it. Good girl. Find it. Find it. Good job, Raven. You're getting it, girl. I'm going to go with this momentum because I could tell she's actively putting it together. So I'm going to do one more find instead of breaking it up just to really, build on the drive that she has right now. That time I didn't have to guide her as much. Once they know the activity, like once I can tell that they're very clear in their knowledge of this activity, I will quit, guiding them, because dogs could be smart enough to be like, oh, well, if I act like I don't know what I'm doing, she'll just tell me where it is. I don't want to work for it. And what we want from both of your dachshunds is for them to have something daily that makes them work, that goes with their nature. I'm going to put it over here in this corner. Wait for eye contact. Find it. Let's go, girl. Where is it? Nice. She totally gets it now. She's on it. Good job, Raven. Good girl. So now I can tell that if we were to end on this note and I was to practice this activity tomorrow, I'm going to be able to start expanding where I hide it. I'm so proud of you. You're just the smartest thing. So as you guys have probably discovered, training goes in steps. And so my first step is to make sure the dog grasps the concept. That crate time that they spend here allows for them to sleep on it. Good girl. Which helps retain the information. And so by tomorrow, I might be able to hide it a little bit further out into the yard and still have great success with her. And so we just build on that, and we build the challenge as we see they become stronger in themselves. This is going to be great for Raven because it's going to build confidence. She doesn't want to go out very much. She likes to stay close to her handler. And so this requires her and encourages her to go out. And her nose is on the ground, which means she's more vulnerable. She's not fixated on the environment, looking for something to bark at. So she has to kind of focus her attention on this one activity and go out and do her own thing. So what you're going to start to see is she's going to get more confident as a result of this. And then fulfilling the breed aspect, both of your dogs are extremely nosy. I'm sure you know that. I'm sure you've seen them walk around and sniff. But I feel like when they don't have a purpose, it's not purpose-driven, and they're just sniffing, they're just building up a lot of adrenaline and getting themselves all worked up over nothing. So this creates a purpose that's more satisfying. They get a reward. There's lots of structure and obedience intermittently mixed within the session. And so the level of mindfulness actually creates a job, which is what all your dogs need. So this is going to be good for Buzz and Raven. Raven will not play with toys with me, so this is all I could really get out of prey drive activities with her. I don't know if Buzz will play, or if this will also be his activity. But I kind of want to teach Tessa this activity too, because it would be kind of cool if you could get to the point where once a day you had all three of them on place. Now this is sometime in the far future, so don't get scared when I say that. But you have them all on place. Maybe they're all back tied for security purposes. And you hide a treat, and then Raven goes and finds it, comes back to her place, gets back tied. You go hide a treat, Tessa goes and finds it, you bring her back to her place, you hide another treat, Buzz goes to find it, and then you repeat. And say you do that for 25, 30 minutes, you've just fulfilled all three of your dogs in one session, and they're practicing having impulse control and obedience within the pack, and you controlling all that. So believe it or not, that's something that's possible. It's just right now we're starting at step 1, so you're not ready for that yet, but this is kind of one of the things I envision for you guys to lessen the workload. So hopefully you enjoyed. You'll notice that two e-collars tied to the leash really got Raven to stay on this place board and comply. before she goes home, I'd like to make sure she's doing this without a back tie while I move around, but she can only give me what she can give me. Then I'm just going to do some back and forth to create that off switch. Good. And just make sure that we have got the brain completely off the idea of trying to find food. So hopefully you enjoyed. Raven's a delight. Have fun with all your videos today, guys.